Yo, what's going on? It's back finally with another video. It's been a while, huh? Basically, in today's video, we're going to go over the five biggest things that I want changed in NHL 25. Not only for me to make videos on the game, but for me to just buy the game in general. I need changes next year because I can't be playing the same rinse and repeat game for 6 years in a row. There's been very minimal changes to this game, at least menu wise, and that's what I'm going to gripe on the most. There's going to be a couple gameplay things, but the main thing is menu. We need revamps to the Ultimate Team game mode in general. We've had the same menu structure. We've had the same, card design, pack, walkout, not walkout, pack design, whatever it's called in general. We've had that for like the last 3, 4, 5, 6 years. It's just getting out of hand. We can't put up with this anymore. Now, before we get started, if you see my screen or my camera being a little bit weird, it's because I got a new camera and a new capture card. So I'm gonna be kind of testing it out, getting everything set up properly. The camera, in my opinion, looks phenomenal. It's way wider. I don't know if you guys like the big view behind me or if you'd rather me close it down a little bit on myself like it was before. But I love the new camera. I think it looks phenomenal. In terms of the capture card, it's pretty much the same one as before, but it's a little bit different. So I just want to make sure that everything's working okay. So leave a comment down below if anything looks odd. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing that I want to go over is the rivals, champs, just game mode structure of the game. First things first, these weekly win rewards are phenomenal. They're a great idea, but they need to drop the rank rewards point systems full stop. They need to replace that with just win rewards. Make these win rewards really, really good. Drop the rank rewards. Basically just take these rank rewards, put them into the win rewards. Boom, leave it like that. That way, people don't have to play 50 games a week to get, not even get Ultimate. To get Diamond, they need to play 50 games a week. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth 50 games. That's like 10 hours plus a week of just pure gameplay just to get your Rivals rewards, and it's not worth it. Same thing with Champs. Champs, it's a lot better. It's a lot more worth it, in my opinion, to play Champs for the time investment, but they need to increase the amount of rewards. I love how they changed it this year to make it so that you get collectibles and you can customize and choose what rewards you want, but we need to crank up the amount of rewards, double it, triple it even. That way, when you come over to the auction house here, you'll see double, triple the amount of cards on the market just from the sheer quantity of packs that people have. It's going to make finding specific cards way more easy. It's going to make building, theme teams super easy because all of these team of the weeks, all of these stars of the month, prime time sort of cards, they're going to be a lot easier to obtain just because there'll be more cards on the market every day. So, and then furthermore, to go on to hot moments and kind of rush 3v3, hot moments are okay. I wish that they didn't focus so much on offline game mode with hut moments, but they're okay. They're better than hut objectives were before. But the hut rush needs to go. They need to replace this with like a true draft mode, like say for example what FIFA has. That would be phenomenal. It would be so much more fun. Back in like NHL 17, 16, we had a draft mode and it was so fun. I don't know why they took it out and replaced it with rush, but bring us back to draft mode. Please and thank you, EA. All right, that's kind of the first point. Just game mode overhaul in general. Menu just revamp for the way you get your rewards, the way the economy works in the game. Just revamp everything because it's stale. It is stale. Like all of the hot YouTubers that make content, they all say the same thing. The game is stale. It's been the same for 6 years. Revamp it. That's point number one. Point number two, kind of goes alongside this, but we need an event structure revamp. They've been doing the same kind of ideas with events for like 2 or 3 years where basically you exchange players for collectibles. Those collectibles build you MSPs. Sure, that's fun and all, but it would be a lot more fun if there was a way for you to pack these MSPs a little bit easier, and not only maybe pack 1, 2 MSPs the entire year. I personally spent about $200, $300, $400 last year on NHL for YouTube video purposes, and I didn't pack a single MSP. Not one. Actually, I packed one MSP. I packed the 86 overall Mitch Marner. That's the only MSP that I packed all year. Didn't pack any team of the years. Didn't pack anything, and I spent a good amount of money on this game, more than most people probably would. So they need to revamp the structure. They need to make certain cards a little bit more desirable and make it easier to pack these cards. Make there some sort of way that you can, do the exchanges, go into sets and do these like exchange sets. Make these a little bit better. Make it traded in like 10 gold rares and give me an 85 times 2 or something like that. Just make it worth it to do these exchanges, because these are just a waste of fodder at this point. Make it more worth it to grind the game. Make it more worth it to spend time on the game. That's what I'm trying to say. So just revamp the event structure in general. That's my number 2 point. Number 3 is the only gameplay point that I have, and it is just fix goalies. Goalies, as a goalie myself, if you guys didn't know I'm a goalie, it's very hard for me to play the game knowing that goalies make saves that they should never be able to make in real life on a consistent basis, like every game they're making saves like that, and B, being able to not save any shot that should be saved, right? Like point blank shots, those go in 1 in 10,000 shots in the NHL. Just a point blank half wall shot at the goalie's chest, like that should never, ever, ever, ever go in. But it goes in frequently in this game. So they need to tune the goalies to make it where goals can go in more consistently on high danger chances and less consistency on low danger chances. So tune the goalies a little bit, fix them up. The overall gameplay this year, in my opinion, was better than last year. I don't know if that's a popular opinion. I think it's actually pretty 50-50 on the pressure system, stuff like that. I actually, after they tuned the game quite a bit at the start of the year, I actually preferred this gameplay to last year. Now, ever since they've implemented the Frostbite engine, if you guys don't know, that was in NHL 22, they implemented a new engine for the game to run on. Ever since then, the gameplay has gone downhill in general. But out of all the Frostbite years, this year has been my favorite. NHL 24 was better than NHL 23 and 22. NHL 21 was better than everything else after it. That's just how I look at it. And then so on and so forth. NHL 20 was better than everything. NHL 19, blah, 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 blah. So that's my number 2 point. Fix the goalies. Maybe try to tune the gameplay a little bit. But more importantly than tuning the gameplay much, fix the freaking goalies. Number 4, content release fix. They need to get rid of this 3 days a week content, plus on top of that only releasing like certain cards like for like 2 or 3 days at a time. Like even these cards here, these cards are only in packs till July 23rd. It's July 20th right now. There's only 3 more days of these cards in pack. How many people have packed these cards, right? They're not many. They need to change this pack structure where they only release cards for 3 days at a time. They need to be like week-long releases so that people can actually pack these cards and they can actually be on the market. And they need to turn up the pack weight on these cards higher than like the gold purples. And so people pack these cards more often and they're more supplied on the market because they're exclusive cards. They only come out for a few days a year and people want these cards. And if 10 people want these cards and there's only 8 of them ever on the market, well, those cards are never going to be on the market. So they need to increase the pack weight, or they need to make it the duration of these cards longer, or even better, do both. And those are the main hot things that I would like revamped for this game. This is my second take of this video. I showed this in the first take, but I really have not played this game. Like this Cole Caulfield here, he's got 3 games played. This Evan Bouchard, he's got what? 3 games played, right? So, you can't even see it with my camera here. They've got 3 games played, right? So, like, I have not been playing this game at all. But, you know what? It is what it is. I didn't enjoy this game. This is my least favorite NHL that I've ever played. This is the earliest I've ever quit in NHL. Hopefully next year it's a little bit better. I could see them making a big overhaul to the game because of how little they changed this game. I'll say it like that. They really only added hot moments and tuned the gameplay. The biggest thing that they did this year was change the gameplay, which was a good change. Overall, it was a good change in my opinion. What they need to do next year is say, you know what, we're not going to hyper-focus the gameplay. We're going to really focus on the menu structure of the game and completely overhaul that. And if that happens next year, boom, I'll be buying the game. I'll be the biggest EA glazer that there is. To an extent, if I don't like something, I'll still say it. But I would be so happy if they revamp the game. If they don't, you know what? It is what it is. might not even buy the game in the first place. You know, we'll have to see with the trailers. I'll make videos when the trailers come out, stuff like that. But in general, let me know what you guys think. If there's 5 changes that you would want made, put them in the comment section down below. I'm gonna be reading all those, liking them, you know, replying to them, just seeing what you guys think. Hopefully this video gets more than like 10 views because I haven't posted in like a year. So yeah. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.